anyone that we're missing, but you guys, I am so excited. So all of you that are on here, we have some US reps and then we have our newest Australia rep. So first off, I just want to say welcome to our Connect, Uplift, and Empower team. We have been like so pumped about this since September, like ever since they announced that they're going to be going into Australia. It's just been so exciting. We couldn't wait to get some of you on our team, and I feel like all of you that have joined us are the most perfect reps. Like, I love all of you. I've been like stalking all your pages and your launch parties. I'm like, oh my gosh, these ladies are amazing. So I think to get started, I'm going to have you guys introduce yourself, and then Robin had a good idea today that it would be fun for you guys to share your rep ID, just so we can share like what number you are, since you're all ground founding reps in Australia, which is so exciting. And then where you guys live, so we can kind of see how far away from each other you guys are. And this would just be a great way for you guys in the future to learn to get to know one another, so that you guys can network and help each other out. The best part about Zaya is it doesn't matter what team you're on, sideline sisters, upline, downline, like we are one big giant team, always helping each other. Like Robin and Jamie are not on the same team, but no one would ever know that. Like, we're always connecting and sharing ideas, and that's the best part. So I think you guys are going to love being able to network with each other and have that to bounce ideas off each other. So I'm going to start with Carmen, because you're on my top right, Carmen.
Hi everyone. So my ID is 620, I think 620. So I just signed up late last week. So I live in Newcastle in New South Wales. So I don't know if anyone knows where that is, but if you're not from New South Wales, I'm about 2 hours north of Sydney. Yay.
Awesome. So exciting. Okay, so Zoe, do you like to be called Zoe or Zoe?
I don't mind. I've been called worse.
Okay. Okay.
No, you can call me Zoe. That's completely fine. So Carmen, we could be neighbours. I'm in the Hunter Valley. I'm over near Maitland. So I'm actually in Morpeth, but not many people have heard of that.
Yes, I know where that is. I went to there's a beautiful little high tea shop there.
Yeah, there is. Yeah. But I normally just say I'm from Newcastle because people know Newcastle better. So
Very
we
close.
are 20 minutes from each other. And I signed up on the day it launched, and my number is 288.
Awesome. Super exciting. Welcome. All right, Nicole, you're up.
Sorry, I'm not having much luck, am I, with these Zoom calls? I'm either running late or, phone calls come through. But hi, everyone. I'm Nicole. I actually live down in Wollongong, south of Sydney. So, and I enrolled under Carmen, and I actually enrolled on my birthday. On my birthday. And my number is 627. So
exciting. Well, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Great. Okay, let's see here. Krista, you're showing next on mine.
Hey, so I'm Krista. I enrolled on the first day when it launched. My number is, I think it's 187. I'm pretty sure. And I live on the Gold Coast, so on Queensland, about an hour down from Brisbane.
Awesome. Welcome. All right, Allie.
Hi. Sorry, I had to find my unmute button. My number is not that exciting because I actually signed up in the US first. So my number is 85076. So that just shows you guys I was like number 85,000 to sign up in the US. And I got switched over like the day that I could switch over. I just got my first Zaya package because I made an order like the minute that I could order, and I ordered like every single thing that's available in Australia. There isn't a single item that I would like to return. I love everything, and I'm even 7.5 months pregnant, and everything fits perfectly. So very, very excited to get lots of Zaya in my closet now.
Oh, that's awesome. I would never be able to even tell that you were pregnant. Like, you don't look pregnant at all.
If I move my camera, you'd be like, whoa.
You look beautiful. Okay, so Candy, I'm not sure. I can't see your face, so I'm not sure if you are US or Australia. Are you there? Maybe she might be not able to unmute. So we'll come back. Candy, if you can unmute later, just unmute and say hello. Okay, what about AV?
Hi there. My name is Amy. Yes. Sorry. I'm at dinner and I'm eating food shoved in my face, so I'm going to stay off camera. I'm actually from the US, but I live in Australia under Savannah. I'm going to sign up. I haven't yet, so I don't have a number. I meant to, but I got COVID. So I'm visiting the US. I live in Australia. I live in Melbourne. So I'm not able to get back to Australia yet for a couple weeks. So I'm, I guess, both feet in both countries at the moment, but I will be signing up as soon as I'm just starting to recover. I feel better today. So I'll be getting after it. I'm excited.
Awesome. Well, welcome. I love that. Well, I hope you feel
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. All right, Leah.
Hi.
Hello.
Hopefully you can hear me. Hi. Hopefully you can hear me okay. I'm just at a cafe with the kids who are fighting. I'm in I live in Brisbane and I signed up for Under Savannah. I think my number is like A317. So
Awesome.
yeah, that's me.
Awesome. Well, welcome, Leah. I can see your picture from your, so at least we know what you look like. We can see it on your little screensaver.
That's good. I'll spare you from showing me with my nostrils on my mobile phone.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yes, welcome. Okay, Tila, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but you are up.
Yeah, that's correct. Hello. I'm Tila. I've signed up under Carolyn, who lives in Iowa, but I'm from South Australia. I joined up, I think, a couple of days late after the launch. My number is 614.
Awesome. Welcome, Tila. I
apologize. I have my camera off because I'm actually at work.
Oh, okay. Well, you can mute me so no one hears my loud voice. Or, I mean, turn it down. Don't mute me so that you can't hear me at all, but turn down the volume a little. Okay, Annalise or Annalise or Annalise? Not sure.
Yeah, it's me, Annalise.
Oh, hi. How are you?
How are you?
Good.
Good.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm in Australia. Yeah, in Brisbane.
Okay. Okay. Are you a rep yet, or are you just thinking about it?
I'm just thinking about it.
Okay.
I'm Alice's friend, so yeah, I just access and see how it's going, how it's working.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Well, I appreciate you joining. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, guys. I pushed record, didn't I? Did I push record, Jamie? Yeah, okay, good. All right, I got to thinking about it. Okay, well, awesome. Oh my gosh, that was so fun. I'm so excited that you are all here. So we're not going to keep you guys super, super long, and we plan to do this, maybe try to do it once a week for a while or once every other week until we get you guys going and feeling really comfortable. The last thing we want to do is just kind of leave you hanging and feeling like you're lost and not sure what to do. So we want to make sure that we offer you guys as much support as possible to get you guys going. Plus, I absolutely love talking to you because your accents are, I probably sound like I have an accent to all of you, but I love it. I was like trying to talk to Brian in an Australian accent. And he's like, nope, it doesn't sound like it. Me and keep working on it. I'm like, okay, well, maybe I should go visit and then it would happen or it would be better. So, all right, you guys. First thing I wanted to say, if you are a current rep and you haven't been added to our team pages yet, we have a Connect, Uplift, and Empower team page, which is all of this group. And then each of your leaders that all of you guys have their own team pages as well. So just make sure that they have added you to those pages. There is so much information, all of those that we're always offering. And we're going to try our best to always post anything US, Australia, Canada, so that we're giving you guys all the information that you need. And then down the road, if Zaya does create an Australian team page, we'll make sure that you guys get added to that. I know that there was talk of that getting created so that you guys, again, could network together. So we'll make sure we give you that information if that happens. But otherwise, make sure you're connected there. There's another page called Dash to Director. And we'll talk about that a little bit later, but that will be an awesome page for you guys to get started. And this is our 5th round of Dash to Director. And what it is a program that helps you rank advance. And it was created, I think we've been doing it for about 1.5 years now, and we've had over 100 or so directors that have gone through the program. It's tons of information from, again, sideline teams, upline, downline, like all of us coming together to help each other with different ideas. And at the very top of that page, there is all of the training calls that we have ever done from round 1 through round 4, because we are currently in round 5. So if you are exercising or in a car ride or you're bored and you're ready to dive in, that would be a great place to listen to some training and start with round 1 and go through what we call the 7 steps of Dash to Director. So that's just a good place if you're wanting to start listening to some trainings. That would be really good to get started there. So first off, I want to say, so I know I was on a call with Carmen and Nicole this weekend, and I shared a lot of my story, and I won't go into depth on my story, but I do want to say that when I started in the US, Zaya was 2 years old. And my rep number, well, I love hearing all your rep numbers, was 5,934. So just to put that into perspective, and I never ever like to say, oh, I'm this rank or woo is me, but I think it's important to tell you guys that my rank is a presidential rank, and there's only 7 of us that hold either Zaya Presidential or Presidential. And I started 2 years after the company was started. So why I share that is to be rep 147 or 640 or even 5,000 or even 10,000 or even 20,000 in Australia is a huge opportunity for all of you guys. Because, think of how huge Australia is. Just as the US, like Ali said, she was rep 85,000 or 80,000, whatever you said your number was. And we haven't even come close to saturating the US. And there's, I think there's 90,000 reps now in the US. And there's still parties that I have that people say, I've never heard of Zaya, or I've heard of it, but I don't own any Zaya yet. Or I have only 1 piece and I've been wanting to order more. Or I've been seeing a lot about this and I just haven't tried it yet. So, or I've been a customer for years and now I want to be a rep. I mean, there's always opportunity. And so to be the founding reps is just such a cool thing for you guys. And it's not going to be super easy either. I think sometimes people get in their heads or people think, ooh, the founding reps have it made. They're the ones that started first. And so they're the only ones that have success. It doesn't go like that. It's if you start from the beginning or if you start at rep 20,000, you have the same opportunity as each other. It's what you choose to do and how you choose to work this business. And that's all up to you. And what I want to say is right in the beginning, I see how excited all of you are, and some of you have already gotten your starter kits, or you're getting your starter kits, or you're starting to order pieces and you're so excited, but maybe nobody's buying yet, or nobody's wanting to try yet, or your launch party isn't going maybe as fast as you thought it would, or people aren't jumping on board as fast as you would. I promise you they will. it takes time, and it's almost like this. One customer orders and she orders an all-star bra and she's like, whoa, that holds the babies in better than anything I've ever had before. She tells her friend says, Zoe, I need an all-star bra now. And then Zoe says, okay, well, I can also have a party for you to get that all-star bra for you free and half off. How about that? And it's like a snowball effect. So you start with the small snowball and you're rolling the snowball and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. It's a process. And so don't get frustrated. Don't be upset with yourself. Don't think you can't do this business. You're not good at it. It's not going to work in Australia, because I promise you it is. And the worst thing you could do is get so frustrated or so upset and decide to quit right away, because I guarantee a year or 2 years from now, you're going to wish you hadn't have done that. So just know that it's going to take time. And the more you're sharing and the more people are seeing you in the Zaya and you talking about the Zaya, the more people are going to want to try it. So example, if I were in Zoe's VIP group, I wouldn't want to see Megan all the time sharing Zaya. I would want to see Zoe. I'm on the page for her, because of her, to support her. So the more you can go live, even if you don't have to have a ton of product. You don't have to have all the Zaya to share it. Share what you know about the community so far. Share with what you know about the 1 or 2 pieces you have. As soon as you get your starter kit, go live, unbox it, share how excited you are. Go live and just share how excited you are about the opportunity. Go live and share about this Zoom call you just have. I'm not saying go live every 5 minutes, but you know what I'm saying? Like, the more that you can go live and the more people see your excitement, the more your business is going to grow. And so I just want to start off by saying that, because I know how hard and frustrating it can be. Because when I first started, I remember how excited I was. I couldn't sleep at night. I was like, oh my gosh, I want to tell everyone in town. I want to run up and down the streets of Carroll and tell everyone they have to buy Zaya and they have to join this business, because it's going to be the best thing ever. And I will tell you, your friends and family, the ones that are closest to you, not all of them are going to support you. Not all of them are going to buy. Not all of them are going to even ask you what Zaya is, nor care. But I will tell you, some will, and some will support you in a huge way. So just keep sharing. And the biggest thing is when you share with someone, keep sharing and following up with them, because most everyone is going to tell you no right away, because they're going to be like, what's Zia? Never heard of Zia. It's probably bad quality. No, I don't know what Zoe's doing, but I don't want any part of it. And the more they watch you, I keep using you, Zoe, because I'm looking right at you, but the more that they see Zoe sharing, and then they see her in the light and tights, and then she's rocking her all-star bra, and then all of a sudden she's got a Havana tank on, they're going to be like, where is she getting this? I want part of this. And then Zoe, if you go back to her and say, hey, I'm just following up with you to see if now is the time that you would want to have a party. We've got some great summer gear rolling in. She may say yes, but 30 days prior, she may have said no. And I'm here to tell you that almost 90% of my level 1 reps who I sponsored, besides my sister Jamie, because she's my sister, said no to being on my team. But if they were in my heart and they were on my mind and they were someone that I felt could benefit from this business, either financially, mentally, physically, I kept sharing with them and I kept following up. And sometimes I was relentless, not to the point where it was like every day. You know, I would let 30 or 60 or 90 days go by, but I always followed up. And 3 days later, today's my 3-year anniversary, but 3 days later, 3 years later, 3 days, 3 years later, I'm still doing that very same thing. I'm following up with people that I contacted the first year I started, the first week I started, the first month I started. So all of that being said, it's a work in progress. The biggest thing I can say to you, if you say, Megan, what is the biggest way that I can have success in my business? I would say, if you stay consistent and you do not quit, you will have success. And I know it's like cliche, like everyone says that. It is the truth. And you're going to have, I say this business is a roller coaster. It's peaks and valleys. You're going to have the moments where Zoe's like, I just sold an all-star bar. I got a party. I got a rep. And then the next week she's like, I can't sell anything. No one wants to book a party. No one wants to be on my team. And it's going to always be like that. But I can tell you the highs always outweigh the lows. And it's just like any job, any business, anything you deal with in life, it's the same thing here. It's just like when you start a weight loss program, you're looking in the mirror, you're not seeing results. You're going to the gym, you're not seeing results. You're going to the gym, you don't see results. You're going to the gym, you don't see results. So some people quit because they're like, oh, this isn't working. But the one that keeps going to the gym and they keep eating healthy and they keep going and they keep going, sooner or later they start seeing results because they didn't quit. It's the same thing with this business. And so I have faith in all of you. I've gotten to talk and meet several of you on Zoom calls or messages, and I think all of you absolutely 100% has what it takes to be successful in this business. I always say, if I can do this, I am unorganized, I am a hot mess, my house is a mess, I am not professional. If I can do this, any of you can. So, and I'm just being straight up honest. Jamie's the organized, you know, I am the hot mess. So don't get discouraged.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Sav, are you able to talk? Because Sav was such a naysayer. Like, what is this Zaya? It was starting to spread in our community. And she was like, her and her sister fought it. They were like, no, we're not going to buy Zaya. What is this? We can find cheaper leggings. And she can speak on it. But they truly went to try to find. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, like I think you started selling like February and maybe May. I remember Jen having a party, and for months I'm like, oh, it's more than I'd spend. Like I can get leggings at Target, Walmart, Old Navy, whatever, brands around here. And finally I was like, okay, fine. I will try on a pair of my stepsisters and just see what it's all about. And I tried them on and I signed up to be a rep before I even owned anything. Like it was that good. So I knew I'm going to buy more. I want the discount. And then Robin had a party for me. But yeah, I was a definite naysayer and now I'm running the business.
And he's a double Zaya executive in the business, which is a big deal.
Amazing. Okay. So, yes. Okay. So don't get discouraged. And I could talk about that for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and give you tons of examples of this person signed up a year after she said no for a year. I mean, there's so many cases like that. So if anything, if you guys have pens and papers and you're taking notes, write down, never give up, stay consistent, and follow up with your no's. A no does not mean no. It just means not now. They will come around and they will say yes. Not everyone, but a lot of them will. Okay, so I want to talk about what we have done to keep this business very, very simple. And so I'm going to give you 4 steps of how this team has built our businesses based around, and when you dive into our Dash to Director program, this is what we train on throughout the entire program. The rounds of Dash to Director, everything we train on kind of focuses around these 4 steps. And that we call these the 4 simple steps of building your business. Because the number one thing, like I know some of you right now are probably like brain overload. There's so much information. I can't sleep. I'm getting this and that. I'm on this page and I'm getting this email. And you feel a little overloaded right now. I'm here to say that if you just take a step back and tell yourself, keep it simple. You don't have to know everything right now. You don't need to know how to do a return right now. You don't need to know all of the fine little details. You'll learn it as you go. I promise you. We didn't know anything when we started. Like Jamie, Robin, and I all started about the same time, and we just dove in. Like we just dove in. We learned as we went. You'll learn as you go. So don't think you have to like dig through everything, listen to every single training, and know all the things you have to know, because as you are part of this business, you'll learn. The biggest piece I can tell you for you to start your business is just start booking parties, which a lot of you have your launch parties going right now. You're going to use these 4 simple steps to start booking out your calendars. Now, number 1 simple step is reach outs. And when I mean reach outs, that's contacting all of your family and friends, anyone that you can think of, to touch base with them that you started this new side gig, Zaya. You want to offer to host them a party to get some free and half off. And on the Dash to Director program, Robin put together a really good like exercise that you guys can use to make a list of all the people you're going to reach out to. And that list is going to be an ongoing list that you're always working off of. And that same list is going to be what you follow up with as well. And as you get further into Zaya and getting things going, we'll talk more about this with you. We don't want to like keep you on here for 2 hours tonight, but and when you hear these things in Dash to Director, you'll start to understand what we're talking about with the 4 simple steps. But the first piece is reaching out and asking all those people, even they didn't have to buy anything in your launch party. Those people that are on your launch party, you may think they're not watching you, and you may think that they're not paying attention, but I promise you they're watching and they're listening. And reach out to them and just say, hey, I just started this side gig. I'm looking to book parties. Would you help me out? I've got these 2 dates available. Which one do you want? You know, make it simple. There's all sorts of different ways that you can reach out. Your direct sponsors can help you guys with all of that. We've got tons of information on our Connect page, but that's the main first step. The second step then is parties. So when I first started, and I did share this with Carmen and Nicole the other day, is I told myself for 12 months, I'm going to bust my fanny and work this business as hard as I can and see what happens. So if I were in your case as being founding reps, I would say, I want to share this with as many people as I can and book as many parties as I can. If you truly want to build this business, if you're thinking you want to take some time to kind of dive in, that's fine. You can work this how you want. But I would suggest at least booking a couple parties to get things going, to get customers, to get people in the product, to get people added to your team. So that's the second step. So what I started, I tried to book as many parties as I could. So I would book, 1 a week if I could, 2 a week if I could, whatever I could book was what I did. And it was me reaching out and asking for people to host the parties. Because a lot of times when we start things like this, we think that people are just going to be messaging us, calling us, knocking down our door saying, ooh, me next. It's not, unfortunately, it doesn't happen like that. Some will say, oh, Zoe, I see what you're doing. Like, this looks awesome. Sign me up, or I'll host a party. But most of the time, it's going to take you asking. And another reason being is people want to be asked. It's such a weird thing. Like, if someone's sitting back and like wanting to have a party, people's fear get in their way that, oh, I don't want to have a party. What if no one orders? What if Zoe doesn't want to have a party for me? Or, oh, what if I didn't get any rewards? It's like it's like everyone's insecurities get in their way of but if Zoe said, hey, Megan, I can help you get some free and half off. It's so easy. All you need to do is add people to the group. I'll take care of the rest. Then I would maybe say yes. Or if someone's sitting back thinking, I can totally do what Zoe's doing. Like, I could be a rep. But maybe Zoe doesn't want me on her team. She's never said anything to me. She's never asked me. She asked Allie, but she didn't ask me. And so I never say anything. But if Zoe presents the opportunity, she may say yes, because people want to be asked. They want to be asked. They want to feel like people want them on their team, that they would be good at this. So always have that in your head that they're not going to come to you. And just because they're not coming to you doesn't mean they're not interested. So parties is a huge thing. Parties is the beating heart of your business. It's where you're going to get your customers. It's where you're going to get your sales. It's where you're going to get new hostesses, people you've never met because they're added to this party from the hostess, and where you're potentially going to get more reps to join your team. So we always say that if you feel like no momentum's happening or nothing's happening in your business, put a party on it. Now, you can do a party however you want. You can do a party by an online party, Facebook, like most of your launch parties are. You can do an in-home party. You can do a Zoom party just like this. You can do an Instagram party. You can choose to do a party how you want. We have just done the Facebook parties as probably 90% of our parties, and it's worked, and it's simple, and it's easy. So that's what we've just chosen to duplicate. but not everyone has to follow that exact same party structure. There's people that do Facebook parties and they also do in-home, or they also do a Zoom party where they show stuff like this, you know, just 1 hour Zoom. So you can choose to work parties how you want, but if you want to keep it, you need to think whatever I'm doing has to be duplicable. So if someone watching you is like, wow, Nicole has flashing lights and music playing and steak on the table, I can't do what she's doing, they're not going to want to join. But if someone sees that, wow, this is just a Facebook post and they have these pre-scheduled and she's just going live, like I can totally do that, then they're going to want to join you. It has to be simple and duplicable. You always want to think, whatever I'm doing, is this something that someone can easily pick up and do the same thing? Or if you're creating all these crazy graphics and it's just so much that someone watching you thinks, I totally cannot do what she's doing, it might be a hesitation for them not to join. So just know that that's why we keep it simple with the 4 simple steps. But again, it's your business. You can choose how to work your business in any way that you want to. And then the third step, you guys, is follow up. So that would be follow up. Like I talked about in the beginning, you're going to follow up with every customer. Hey, Zoe, how do you like your light and tights? Aren't they amazing? They hold all the lumps and the bumps in. I just love them. My booty looks so good in them. How about we throw you a party so you can earn more free and half off? Follow up with every customer. Follow up with everyone that didn't order in the party. Send them the shopping link. Say, hey, I was just checking in. Did you see this party ends tomorrow? Were you wanting to try something? Do you have any questions? If they're hesitant because they can't afford it right now, oh, well, I could throw you a party and you could get free and half off. Would you like to do that? You know, start the conversation, follow up, even if they don't purchase. And then follow up with all of the people that told you no. So some people do this differently. I have a notebook. Some people do it in their calendar. Some people keep it on their phones. But I always go back 30 days to anyone that tells me no. And I go back and I follow up and I ask again. And there's some people that I've asked 10 times. And then that 10th time they've said, yep, sign me up, or yep, I'm ready to do a party. So a no does not mean no. It just means not now. Because if you think about when people contact you and you're in the middle of doing something and you get a message and you're like, I don't even have time to read this right now. I have a kid hanging on my arm. I have a trunk full of groceries. I'm sweating my butt off. Like the last thing I want to do is say yes to a party. But 30 days later, when you message that same person and she's sitting on the couch and she's looking at her ripped up sweatpants thinking, gosh, I need some new sweatpants. You might have just messaged her at the perfect time where she says, yeah, I do want to have a party. So it's all about timing. And trust me when I say that, if someone goes to you and doesn't respond to a message, it's not because they are saying no. A no response is better than a no, in my opinion. And if they don't respond, people are like, oh, they ghosted me. I'm never going to message them again. 1, they probably read it, forgot to message you back. 2, maybe they didn't see it. 3, maybe they're thinking and they just haven't decided yet. So always follow up, even if they say no or if they ghost you and don't respond. And then number 4 is share the opportunity. Sharing the opportunity for people to join your team. This is the big one. This is the one that like people do 1, 2, 3 steps like perfectly. And then they eliminate number 4 because they're like, well, if they want to join, they'll say something to me. Again, you guys, people want to be asked. Share the opportunity and never give up on someone. If you think Zaya could benefit them and be good for their life, keep sharing. I promise you, they will eventually say yes. And once you plant that seed, they are thinking about it and they are watching you. And especially for you founding reps, this is like to present the opportunity. I always say I feel like it's my job to share this with someone. How dare I take away the opportunity from someone else? It's their decision what they decide to do with it. So I feel like that's so unfair for me not to share the opportunity. Like we should be sharing it. We should be, sharing this opportunity with anyone and everyone we can. So those are the 4 simple steps in a fast, like I talk really fast, but I wanted to just review those quickly. But again, you guys, we dive deep into the 4 simple steps on our Dash to Director. And so again, if you want to start with some training, there is a great place. But if you just think in your head, I'm going to keep this simple and I'm going to work through these 4 simple steps over. And, oh, I forgot the last step is repeat. So you're doing steps 1 through 4 and you're just repeating those over and over again consistently. So you're reaching out, you're booking parties, you're following up, and you're sharing the opportunity over and over and over again. And that's it. Like that is truly it. And it's just that, and just sticking to it and staying consistent. Over time, you will have success. And it's, again, it just takes time. So, okay, so first so Jamie or Sav or Robin, do you guys have any, or any of you reps that are on here from the US, do you guys have anything to add on that at all?
I had one quick thing, and it was about how you said parties are where it's at.
Yeah.
Once your launch party's done and that becomes your VIP group, just keep in mind, those people are gonna support you and buy some, but they're not your main source. You have to be partying. So a lot of people think I'm posting, nothing's happening. Well, those people have bought from you, or they're still watching, and it may take them a while to buy again. So the more parties you have, the more people you can funnel into that VIP, and that will become a bigger source of your sales, your reps, your customers, and hostesses. But at first, you gotta have those parties to make that happen in your VIP. So just keep that in mind, because I hear that a lot, and I'm like, you got to have parties.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was going to say the same thing, Sav. When you start, you may only, like when I started with my launch party, I had 50 people in my launch party. Now on my VIP page, I have 600 and some. So as you are partying, like Sav said, you are funneling customers from those parties to your VIP page. So your brick and mortar store is growing and growing and growing, right, from those parties. So every time you have a party, you are increasing your warm market. They're just so important.
Right. And I always say too, like those VIP people that you added to your launch party, they don't owe you anything. You can't get mad at them when they don't order. Because sometimes I hear like, they're not ordering, like, well, they don't owe you anything. But once you add people, you'll start to see a shift for sure. And one other thing I would add is the biggest thing we hear in Zaya is, I wish I would have joined earlier. But they're people's regret. I wish I would have joined earlier. So one catchphrase that I use all the time as I'm team building is, I just lost my train of thought. If you're even thinking about it at all, you need to jump in. If you are thinking about it, you need to jump in. There's not a loss. I mean, you're getting these great pieces. You're getting a gift certificate. You're getting great clothing. Like, you need to jump in if you're thinking about it. So I would use that as you're talking to people, because it is, as you know, just ground floor in Australia.
Yeah, can I just ask a quick question?
Yeah.
Do we know how long the additional voucher, so there's the 140 for us signing up and then the 70, do we know how long that's going to be in place for? Because I think that's that was for me, I was like, oh my God, there's like $210 worth of gear. So I think that's a good selling point.
Yeah, so Zach said just till the end of January, so just this month.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's not to say that down the road they might roll something else out too, because sometimes they do. But yeah, that's just kind of a kickoff promo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. One other thing too that just came to my head is, do not prejudge. Here's another thing that everyone, and I do it too, trust me, we all have a tendency to do it, is you think of someone that would be great to join as a rep, and you say, oh, they would never do this because they're in another network marketing, or they have a high paying job, or they're too busy. Do not prejudge. I am telling you, the people that end up joining your team are going to be the ones that you thought, they'll never do this, I'm not going to ask them. And you are going to kick yourself because they're going to join someone else's team. I can tell you, again, 90% of my reps are, one of my very best friends who's a family, is actually my aunt-in-law. I would have paid someone to say, there's no way on God's green earth she will join Zaya, ever. And she did. So, I mean, just don't ever prejudge, because Zaya, people need Zaya in their life for so many different reasons. One could be because they need to help pay for bills. You know, they just need more income. One is they are miserable in their job and they're looking for a way out. 3, they just need something fun in their life because their job is so stressful that they want to do something fun. They don't need the money, but they want to be part of something fun. 4, they need the community, this uplift, this feeling of belonging. Some people just want to belong to something. Mentally, they're just not in a good mental state, and Zaya can uplift them in a different way. Physically, you guys, we don't offer supplements, but there is something about when you look good, you feel good, and when you have this like amazing activewear to wear it, it helps you to want to work out and to be more active and to be healthier. So there's just so many reasons. It's not just extra income. So don't make that decision for somebody else. Let them make that decision for themselves. Because I always say you could be taking away something that could be life-changing for them. Not necessarily income-wise, but maybe they're a stay-at-home mom and that's all they do. And they don't feel like they have anything for themselves. And some women just want to just do something for themselves, extra for themselves without anyone else. So there's so many different reasons for joining. So, okay, I'm going to really quickly just run over the comp plan like super quick. And again, this is just going to be like high level, not drill down detail level. And we can get together on another call just because it's already been 47 minutes. Sorry, guys. And then let me pull this up and then I'm going to share my screen. And then you guys can ask away at any questions that you guys have. Let's see. Oh, I was going to tell you guys too, if you guys have people that are interested, we have a Discover page. It's called like a Discover Zaya page, and it's part of our Connect group. If you have people that are interested, you can always add them to that page. We have tons of reps that give testimonials on that page. So that's an option for you guys. Just ask your sponsor and they can make sure to add you to that. And then anyone that's considering being a rep, they just can't decide, you could add them over to that group. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen and you guys can tell me if you can see it. Okay, let's see, Sav, I can see you. Can you see my screen? Okay, yeah. All right. So here is the comp plan. Now, when you guys are paid, your commission is times 1.4. So the amounts that it shows like down here, like these bonuses, are all times 1.4, but your amount, so I did confirm this with Zach today. I wanted to make sure that your qualifications were the same, and they are. Right? Am I saying that right, Jamie? Now I'm like second guessing myself.
Yeah. So they'll take all the dollar amounts times 1.4, but in you guys' back office, they've already converted it for you to US dollar amounts so that you can look at this chart and figure out where you're at. But when you get paid, it will be paid at times 1.4. Does that make sense? So when you're in your back office and like Carmen and Nicole will go through your back office here later this week, but when you look at your main screen in your back office, you will see those three numbers and they will be in US dollar amounts so that you can look at this chart and figure out where you're at. But when you're paid, they times that by the 1.4.
Okay, good. I did say that right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Guys, let's sell output, please. Sorry, my dog's barking. Okay, so you guys, I want to just show, so all of you fall right here as a representative. So to be an active rep, you have to sell, well, I should say an active paid rep. So when you want to be paid commission, you have to at least sell 200 personal sales. So that's you on your VIP page, you selling in a party to a hostess party, just you selling anything personally, 200 to be paid. And then anything over that, you're paid commission on. Once you get to 1,000, they're going to pay you 28% commission instead of 20. Okay, so you're paid 28% instead of 20. So once you sell $1,000 in a month, you're going to be paid that much more in commission. So like in the beginning, I was like, okay, I always want to try to at least sell 1,000 a month so that I can get paid that extra commission. That was always just a personal goal of mine. And what I did is I took this rank chart, and it was like my Bible when I first started. So I'm like, okay, I'm a representative. What do I have to do to be junior rep? I want to rank advance. I want to be here. I want to be a Zaya presidential. Like that was always my goal. And so I said, okay, to be a junior rep, I have to personally sell. My personal volume has to be 200. My lifetime. So your lifetime is the only number that doesn't start over from month to month. So your lifetime adds from the day you started until now. So your lifetime has to at least be 1,500. So let's say next month you hit junior rep, they're going to take it from your sign up date. So the day you signed up as a rep until now, how much have you sold? That is your lifetime. That is the only number that won't reset every month. It will always add on as you're going. So your lifetime volume has to be 1,500. And then I have to have a first level. So when it says first level, that means anyone that you personally sponsor. That is your first level. So example, Robin is my first level. Jamie is my first level. Anyone that I personally signed up. Now, Sav is my second level because I signed up Robin and Robin signed up Sav. So Robin is my level 1 and then Sav is my level 2. So that's where when they talk about levels and they say first levels, that just means you personally signed them up. Your second level would be anyone that you personally signed up, who they've signed up. Your level 3 is anyone that your level 2 has personally signed up, and it keeps on going down. So your first level, so to hit junior rep, you need to sponsor at least one person, and they have to sell 600. Or it can be that you've sponsored 2 people, and maybe one of them has sold 200 and the other one has sold 400. Or one has sold $50 and the other one has sold 550. It doesn't matter. It just has to be a total of 600. And then your total group, so this is anything you sell plus any of your team, meaning your level 1s and everyone underneath you. So anyone that your level 1s have signed up and so on. That is what your group volume is. And that would have to be 600 as well. So that would be my sales plus anyone on my team. Okay, so we'll just talk through one more. So senior rep. So what I did then is once I hit junior rep, I'm like, okay, hit junior rep. What do I need to do to hit senior rep? I have to personally, you just follow the column down. I have to personally sell 300. So I have to have someone buy from my shopping links $300. And then my lifetime from the day I started until now, I have had to have sold at least $3,000. And then my first level, so the women or men that I have personally signed up combined have to sell 1,200. And then our team, meaning my sales plus my level 1s and anyone they've signed up and anyone they've signed up and anyone they've signed up has to be 2,000. Okay, that's my group. Again, this is the only number, your lifetime here, that does not reset from the beginning of the, so at the end of January, when the month ends come February 1st, your guys' front screens in your back office, everything is going to go to zeros except your lifetime. It will be at 0 for like a day until they get the system back up and going for the restart of the month. And then you'll see your lifetime be back to where it should be. Does anyone have any questions with that? And then it just keeps on going down. So then like after you hit senior rep, you're going to say, okay, well, what do I need to do to hit director? Same thing. You have to sell 500. Your lifetime has to at least be 10,000. Your level 1 has to be 2,000. So anyone you've signed up, they have to combined sell 2,000. And then your total group, you and your entire team have to sell 10. Now, when you get up to director, some of these numbers are gonna be like, oh my gosh, 10,000, I'll never get there, or this just seems too big. You guys, once you start adding reps to your team and they start adding and it starts like snowballing and duplicating, these numbers will just start happening where you're like, oh my gosh, my group is already up to 5,000. Holy crap, we already hit 10,000. Like it will start happening a lot faster than it looks. Like don't let these numbers scare you. Just stay consistent with the 4 simple steps and the numbers will naturally come authentically. Like that will authentically happen as you're sharing the business. And then again, it just keeps on going down. Now the rank, so this is how you hit the ranks. And then the chart below would be what you're paid. So if you wanted to know, okay, if I did hit director, what am I paid? You're going to be paid 20% on your personal sales. But if you're 1,000 in sales for the month, they're automatically going to give you that 8% extra. So you're going to be 28% versus 20. And then you're going to make 5% off of everyone that you have personally enrolled. And then on your second level, you're going to make 3% off of everyone that your personally sponsored people have enrolled. And then it goes down and down and down. So that's kind of how it works. What I love about Zaya's pay structure, and I've been a part of other network marketing companies, too many to probably say, but this is the best comp plan I've ever said because there's no strong side, there's no weak side, there's no placing people, there's no, oh my gosh, I got to place it. It's not a game. We don't place them here so that this person can make more income and I'm going to place this person here and move this. We are a team, and in order for you to succeed, you have to bring your team with you. And it is the best, most generous comp plan that I have ever seen. It is really good. And on top of then your commission, they're going to give you a bonus when you hit certain ranks. So example, when you hit junior rep, they're going to pay you a rank bonus of $50. And that's just a one-time bonus, plus all of your regular commission that you're getting paid. Senior rep, they're going to give you 75. We just started this moonshot bonus, which is awesome. You guys are going to be able to qualify for this. So if you hit senior rep by 2 months plus your enrollment month, so your guys' all your enrollment month is considered January. So you have all of January, all of February, and all of March to hit senior rep. And they're going to pay you your $50 rank bonus for junior rep, your $75 bonus for senior rep, and then an extra $250. Now these bonuses are all times 1.4 for you guys, which is awesome because the numbers are the same, but yet you're converting it into Australia dollars. And then if you hit director, they're doing a trial period right now for a moonshot for director. So if you hit director, they're going to automatically give you a $100 bonus plus all your monthly commission. So anytime you hit director, that month, what you and your team sold, you're going to make all these commissions on. And then this bonus is the one-time bonus. So the first time you hit director, they're going to give you $100 plus your enrollment month, January, and 6 months. So if you guys hit director by February, March, April, May, June, July, if you guys hit director by July, you're going to get paid an extra $500 plus the $100 times 1.4. If I was really good at math, I would tell you what that amount is, but I'm not. And then if you guys hit executive in 9 months, you're going to get, so what did I say, July, August, by September, is that right, or October? By October, because you have 9 months plus your enrollment month. You're going to get $1,000 bonus plus $500. So they're going to give you the $500 plus $1,000 bonus and then take that times 1.4. So I know that was a really brief, but I wanted to run just so you guys get a general idea of what level 1 means, what lifetime personal volume is, what personal volume, like when you're looking at this so you can understand where each of those numbers are. So again, always remember personal volume is what you personally sell. That can be on your VIP page. That can be by any of your shopping links created in your back office. Any orders that come through those are your personal orders. Your lifetime volume is from the day you started, and it's an ongoing that never starts over. First level is anyone you personally sponsor. And then this is as you get as you start rank advancing higher, you like to be an executive, you need to have 2 directors on your team. And we can get into that as we're going. And then the same thing as execs once you start rank advancing to the elite levels. And then your total group volume is anything that you sell plus your entire team. So your level 1s plus your level 2s plus your level 3s plus your level 5, your entire team. Anyone have questions with that? What that all means, or the comp plan, or any of that? There is a training in your back office under company files. There is like a little commissions kind of animated training that kind of does break down each of those things and what those are, if you guys wanted to rewatch that. We also have on our Connect page in the top under guides, we have comp plan training. So this type of training, what I just did, but in like more detail where it's like kind of we talk about it even more, you could watch that as well. Those trainings are all saved under guides on the Connect team page. Does anybody don't like anything, ask away if you have any questions with any of that comp plan information or anything there that you have questions on. We can open it up for questions. That's kind of what I which we're right at an hour. You guys, sorry, I didn't want to keep you this long, but Zoe, did you have a question? It looked like you had a question, maybe not.
I had written down a few, but you have answered them, because one of my questions was, will our back page stay American dollars or Australian? Because I wasn't sure if that was going to be converted. Another thing is the dates on our homepage are the American way. I wasn't sure if they were also going to be updated to be Australian, just so when our people are visiting our website, it's more familiar for them.
Yeah,
just
I know.
That's good.
Ali sent that to me, and I sent that to Zach, and I know he sent that to Quinn. So I will follow up with him on that, because he said, yeah, I'll have Quinn change that, but apparently it's not changed yet. So I'll ask him.
Okay.
Hey, Megan, can you also ask, I mean, right now they're in American dollars and we know that, and then you just times it by the 1.4, but can you ask them if that's always going to be the case, or are they going to, will it be converted?
He said eventually they will convert that. When I asked him this morning, I said, okay, I'm just clarifying, their commissions are times 1.4, correct? He said, yes. He said, we will convert that, just as like the sizing too, you guys, charts and stuff. That was my biggest thing to Zach is but they're shipping so much from the US over to Australia right now that it would be a nightmare to try to change all those tagging and the sizing and stuff. But he said eventually, once they get the warehouse going and they start like really opening like the warehouse where the inventory is coming from the vendor to Australia, they will eventually convert that sizing. And then he did say, as well as the numbers and all of that stuff will eventually be converted. And I'm hoping when they merge us to one website, Jamie, that is part of that. But yes, I did specifically ask him if it would be changing, and he said yes, eventually. Now, eventually, I don't know how long that is.
Yeah. Well, and I was going to say, ladies, they want to hear your feedback. They want to hear what is going on in Australia. So if you have things just like that, Zoe, with the date that you think would be easier, or they're such an amazing company. They want that feedback. They're listening, and they will take that and do what they can with it.
Yeah. It was crazy too, because that night when we were launching, I can't remember what else Ali sent, and I said it to Quinn, and they literally changed it like on the fly. Like,
yeah, it was a text file number.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's what they changed. They were like, oh, yep, we got it changed. I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys are amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's my husband in the background laughing at me. Sorry, so when it comes to us actually purchasing our own products, is it best for us to purchase that on our shopping links, or is it best for us to purchase it in our back office, so to speak? Which way is better? Because I actually placed an order through my actual back office what's the correct term you guys use for our website?
Oh, you bought it from like the shopping link that you created, your website, or did you go into your back office, log in and shop that way?
Yes.
Okay.
So I went in and placed an order through my back office.
Okay. So you can choose to do how you want. So you're automatically in your back office getting the 25% off. But we always say it's good to shop from your shopping links because you're filling your rewards. So anytime you get to 200, 600, 800, 1,000, or 2,000, you get to cash in that shopping link and get free and half off product. Plus anything that you buy on that shopping link, you're getting paid commission on. And once you get to 1,000, it's 28% versus 20. So in your mind, if you're like, okay, this month I'll get to 1,000, you're actually making more money off of it to shop from your shopping link than do it in your back office. Does that make sense?
Yes. And my second question was, right back at the start, you were talking about obviously creating shops, I guess, like creating, so what I want to ask is on our Facebook, when we're creating, like at the moment, we've got our launch party that Jamie set up for Carmen and I. If we want to continue doing that, do we actually use the same Facebook group and just keep building on that, or do we actually create brand new pages?
So that is, after your launch party is over, that is going to become your VIP, what we call your VIP page, or you can name it whatever you want. You don't need to, you can say Nicole's Crazy Zaya, whatever you want to name your page.
You just, exactly, your responses just answered my question. Yes, so that is our VIP page.
Yes, and then when you have a hostess that wants to have a party with you, you're going to create a group, a new group just for her party. So yours will always be your VIP page where you post new releases, restocks. You can share anything. It doesn't just have to be Zaya. You can share recipes, you could share workouts, it's your community to do whatever you want with that page.
Perfect.
So Megan, with the shopping link though that we have now for our launch party, does that, like, because Jamie had mentioned about closing it off, does that always just stay open in that group then, or do we close off this one and then start a new one? Oh, yeah, actually, sorry, Jamie, you did answer that and said it's best to close it off and then you'll open a new one.
You'll want to, once you get to a certain amount of rewards, they can stay open however long you want, but once you hit a certain level of rewards, then you can cash in on those rewards, start a new link. Yeah.
And the good thing about you guys, once you get to like 1,000, you're going to get $150 free and 4 half off items. So that's going to be the way that you guys start getting more Zaya pieces without having to purchase a bunch of stuff. So right away, like none of us had a bunch of Zaya. We just waited for links to cash in so that we could get free and half off stuff. So it's very rare that I ever buy something full price, because you always are going to have stuff that now don't get me wrong, if a hot new release comes in and I don't have time to close the link, I'm ordering that sucker super fast, but a lot of my pieces are free and half off. So yeah, it's amazing because you're getting paid commission, plus you're always getting free and half off product. Now if you have sorry, when you close off a link, does it automatically come up with your gift card, or how does it show that you have free and a half off? Yeah, so when you go in, so you're going, after you have your event, you go in your back office, your event is there. There's a little submit button on the lower right. You'd hit submit, and it's going to bring you to this page that asks for the hostess address. If it's your link, you're going to put in your information. And then it's going to say at the very top, a little drop down arrow where it says half off. And you plug in the item number you want for half off, and then you're going to put the size. And then it'll say credits, and then that's where you put the item number and the sizes of what you want for the $150 free. It is super simple and super easy. Once you have a link to close out, Jamie or I will walk you through it, and once you do it after one time, you're going to be like, okay, it's too easy. Lovely. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I have another question, and this is ridiculous, and just like ignore me completely for how ridiculous it is. But because you guys have so many more amazing products, if we see something that's limited on one of yours, can we just purchase through you? Like, so Jamie, if I see you post something and we're not going to get it, and I'm like, it could be months before we get it or never, can we just like
No,
buy it
you
from you
can't
guys?
purchase from a U.S. shopping link because we can't ship from the U.S. to Australia. Now, if she creates an Australian shopping link, you can, but you're going to have the same items she is on her shopping link. So, yeah.
However, I can always order it. I can always order it, and you can PayPal me.
Yeah.
We can send it to you.
All right, we might chat then.
Yeah.
But they're gonna keep they'll keep getting more and more product for you guys. It's gonna start coming, and they have a lot of stuff.
Because it's been a bit weird because on the Instagram there's an AU page on Instagram, and there's stuff I'm seeing people posting that I'm like, where is that clothing they're wearing? Like, they're not wearing clothing that I've seen in our shop.
Yeah, I think some U.S. reps shipped stuff over to people when they were prospecting new reps from Australia. Like, after they announced we were launching, a lot of people that had connections shipped some product over. Now, in your website, on your websites, make sure you guys know that you guys can shop from the drop link, right? Like, when you go to your website right now, it shows like 1 or 2 pages of product. But if you also use the little drop down where it says women's leggings, there's more items there. I know that was kind of confusing at first because people thought it was just that front page, but there actually is items underneath each thing. So, all right, what else, guys? Anything else? Here, let's take a picture really quick. Smile while you take a picture. If you want to show your face quick, again, those of you that don't have it on, you can smile. Okay, ready? Yay. Okay, anyone else have any questions? Yeah, Carolyn.
Sorry, I had to unmute myself. So, do they have a Zaya Facebook page for Australia? Like the, I use the marketing one a lot. I didn't know if they had anything specific for Australia.
They don't yet. I did see there's a double Zaya chat, and I did see some girls asking today because there is a specific Canada one. And I know that they were kind of talking that maybe they would start one, but they haven't yet. But you can add anyone to the marketing page as well. They can be added to anything that we currently have.
Okay. Yep. So I did add Tila to that, but I just didn't know if they had anything specific to Australia.
Not to my knowledge yet, but as soon as if I hear anything or if we see anything, we'll make sure to let you guys know.
Okay. Yeah.
I have another question for you.
Yeah.
So from what I am aware of, we've been told that the items come from Brisbane. I was chatting to another woman who's an Australian rep now, and she was saying that she thought it was coming from Victoria because the tracking number comes from a warehouse down in Victoria in Williamstown. So which one is it? Is it Brisbane or Victoria?
We're told Brisbane, so I'm not sure why it's showing tracking on Victoria. So let me ask Zach. I don't know. Do any of you ladies know? Have you heard anything? I have not heard on that.
One of my friends just had to do a return, and she said it had to go back to Victoria.
You know what?
When we got the email, oh, go ahead.
I received mine from Victoria as well.
Did you? Okay.
I believe it transfers, sorry to interrupt, I believe it transfers through Victoria. Victoria is a major Australia Post hub, so it could still be coming out of Brisbane, but then it's going to Victoria and being like dispersed or distributed out of Victoria, if that makes sense.
Okay.
That makes total sense. Because ours would route from Des Moines, like the capital of Iowa, and then it routes to Carroll from there usually. So that makes sense.
Yeah, so you might find your post stamp there will show Des Moines, even though it's not come from Des Moines.
Yeah, I think she said the actual, like, it was a warehouse address for Melbourne. It wasn't like a postal centre. But I don't know. I did read somewhere on something. It said the warehouse was in Melbourne.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to double check that because I wasn't sure. And obviously we know that they're at two different ends of the East Coast, but
Yeah.
It's just important to know. So when people ask us, we give them the exact information. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good to know. I'll double check with Zach. I have that written down too to ask him.
Okay.
Anything else, ladies, before we get off? I think Robin said that if you guys want, we could start a group chat for yourselves until you start to grow, like something where you guys could connect and ask questions. Would you guys like that? Or is there too many chats going on with everyone? Where it's up to you guys.
Well, even if there's a restock, you have a little group because you might not be checking email, and your group, somebody posts that there was a restock, guys, just FYI, or little things like that, but totally up to you. We did that at the beginning. We had Sideline Sisters, because none of us knew what we were doing, so we just formed this group, and we all helped each other, and then eventually it fizzled. But
yeah, I think that's great.
Good job.
Okay, we'll work on
just because I was laughing my ass off. So when Jamie puts her video off, look what happens. Some random child is on her photo.
What?
Turn your video off,
if
Jamie.
you saw Robin and I giggling, it's because I texted her and I said, "Who's the random girl on my screensaver? Watch this." I don't know who that is.
Thought that was your daughter.
I have no idea who that is. How does that?
I looked at that several times and it didn't even faze me. I didn't.
What the heck?
That is not my child. I don't even know who that is.
One of your kids maybe did that. Funny. All right. Okay. Anyone? Carmen needs the best products I use because I am obsessed. I love it. Okay. Anything else, guys? Any questions before we get up? Otherwise, we can plan to schedule another one of these, maybe, because I know questions are going to come up, and I want you guys to feel super comfortable. And so maybe we schedule one for next week again, or do we want to wait? Oh, let's not schedule one for next week. Let's do the following week, because next Wednesday, you guys, we're having an all-team call. And Zach Bradley, one of the founders, is going to intro our team call with some information. And I think it would be good. I'm going to have him touch on Australia a little bit. So it'd be great if you guys could all pop on same time tomorrow, same time next Wednesday. So it would be 1 p.m. Thursday for you guys. So same time as today for you guys next week. Same time as this for you guys next week. So it would be Thursday at 1 p.m., correct? What time is it there? 2:18?
Yeah, it's 2:18.
Thursday?
It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday.
Yeah, today's Tuesday. Oh, correct. I just totally messed you up. Okay. Next week it's
same time.
Same time.
But Thursday for you guys. That makes sense? Okay. And we'll get the Zoom link to you guys. But
I have another question for you, if that's okay.
Yeah.
So with the parties, I've got a few booked in. Should I be booking them for February so I get sales in February now as opposed to getting sales in January?
That's completely up to you. How many do you have scheduled for January right now?
So I have 3 more for January and 2 for February.
So you know what, I would say maybe let's stick with the 3 for January, get you going, get you comfortable, and then that way you're not overwhelming yourself right away in January. So I would plan to, the more you're getting scheduled, to put those on in February. That's what I would do.
Okay. If I had a heap come through in February, am I playing the game better if I put some into March? So I know I'm getting sales into the next month.
Yeah, you can decide.
Yeah.
Maybe right away you could say, my goal is going to be 1 party a week. Mm-hmm. And then once you're feeling confident with that, maybe you say, okay, well, I feel like I could do 2 parties a week. And then you can kind of go off how you feel so get a feel for how you do with these January ones. And then if you've got 4 or 5 scheduled in February, then I would start booking March.
Okay. All right.
Yep. But if someone's you can ask them too. You can say, I've got some openings in March, but I could squeeze you in February if you absolutely want to do it sooner. Kind of leave it up to them too.
All right. Yep.
But gosh, that's awesome. She has 6 scheduled, you guys. So super exciting.
Yes.
Party rocks.
Awesome.
Okay, so yeah, you guys, this was awesome. I don't want to get off because I'm like, it's so fun.
Well, Annalise said I think a group chat from Telegram could be nice.
Oh, okay. I've never used Telegram, but
Is that? Oh, go ahead.
I mean, we could. Is it an app on your phone? Is that what that is?
Yeah, it's an app.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like the same as WhatsApp.
Oh, yeah. I use WhatsApp.
Yeah. But then because WhatsApp, like, don't keep the conversations and the material sent before, like who enjoy the WhatsApp can see it. But if you have new users, you need to send again the material.
Okay.
And Telegram, you don't need to send again. So if one it's new, just you see like I can search the material. It's just on the top, you know.
Or like Messenger too, like Carmen and yeah, if that works too, that might be easy. Tila.
Okay.
Thanks, Annalise.
You're welcome.
Okay, guys. Well, you guys don't have to go to bed, but we do. It's like 9:20. It's getting pushing my bedtime. No, I'm just kidding. I should probably get my kids they're watching Iowa State basketball game right now, but they're going to be needing to go to bed soon. But it was amazing to see all of your beautiful faces. I love this so much. So after next week, after our big team call, we'll plan something that would be then the first week of February, which I think will be great because they will be releasing new promos, new exciting things that Zaya is doing for their 5-year anniversary. So it'll be a good way for us to touch base on those items come the first week of February, if that works. But you guys, if you have any questions and you can't get in touch with your sponsor I am always here to help any of you. If you can't get in touch with me, any of us that you see here that are reps, reach out to any of us. We would be more than happy to help. Again, everybody's here to help everyone. So don't feel like you can only talk to your sponsor, or seriously reach out, and don't ever feel like, oh my gosh, this is a dumb question, or I probably should know this. Trust me, when I first started, I was asking questions all the time. And just like today, I texted Zach, I bet I texted Zach 3 different Australia questions. I'm always asking questions. So never feel bad about that at all. You're always going to need to, bounce ideas off people. So, and don't think that you have to know everything, because I still don't know everything there is to know. So, okay. All right. Well, if nobody else has any questions, you guys, thank you all for joining. We're excited for you all.
Thank you. Good to see you, ladies.
Thanks for organizing.
Yes, we'll see you next week.
See you soon.